Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Alec with a C, and of course, the C stands for Crazy Stunt. Oh, too crazy. Welcome to a new series called Pretenducation. You see, an education is alright if you want to get like a job or something, you weirdo. But a solid pretenducation will make you the most interesting person at your in-laws' Thanksgiving dinner. Without further ado, sit back, relax, and get ready to learn. You've probably heard of Pavlov's dogs before, or, maybe it just rings a bell. I'm dead inside. Well, once upon a time, a science man named Pavlov decided it would be interesting if he started ringing a bell before he fed his dogs. I don't know, science men are weird. I mean, have you ever heard of this guy Tesla? He was like in love with birds or something. Anyways, maybe, thought Pavlov, they'll start to connect the dots. Well, sure enough, he discovered that after doing this for a while, just ringing the bell was enough to get the dogs drooling. Because, man, dogs are dumb, right? Are they? This very same thing actually happens to people just like you. Hi, my name is Alec, and today I'd like to warn you about a little something called classical conditioning. Now, you probably aren't drooling over bells or anything, because when have you ever heard a bell right before you're about to eat? Classical conditioning works like this. You give something like a dog something else, like, say, a nice zesty bowl of Alpo dog food, and it responds normally. He gets excited, he maybe starts drooling a little, he wants his food. Science people like to call this the unconditioned response. Now, if you take a completely different, but also normal thing, like, say, a bell, and you give it a ring every time you're about to bring out the dog food, after enough times, the dog's brain is going to get mixed up, or, whatever goes on up there in the dumb brain, and the unconditioned response, the drooling, is going to be associated with both the dog food and the bell. Then the bell is going to be enough to get the same response that the dog food did, drooling. Because dogs are dumb, right? Are they? Well, I hope you're not too far up in the clouds on your high horse about this whole dumb dog thing, because you're about to feel pretty silly. If you take a quick look at yourself, Karen, you might find that you're also pretty conditioned yourself. Now, what might that be? Oh, yeah. Now, this conditioning effect is a lot stronger if there's a reward involved, like, say, a bowl of dog food, or maybe, some DMs from a cutie in your life. Karen. And that's because the brain has this rad chemical called dopamine. Dopamine makes you feel good. Generally speaking, whenever you get something you like, or you're about to get something you like, your brain is all. Now, I too was once a young buck, full of youth and vigor, out in search of a mate in this cold, harsh tundra that we call life. Well, suddenly, I met my wife, and I was like, hot day. So, eventually, after a while, I start texting her a little. Because what am I gonna do, like, talk to her? Well, whenever I read her answer, I would get a little heart flutter, She would always use a lot of those little smiley face emojis, and it was like... Well, it wasn't long before that little notification sound started to have an effect on me. Pretty soon, every time I heard that noise, it was like... Well, who's the dumb dog now? Thumbs only get you so far, guys. And you know what? Don't get mad at me, okay? Because I'm just an artist, okay? All I do is hold a mirror up to the world. And if you don't like what you see, that's on you. That's on you. I think we all learned a little something from this. But either way, that brings us to the end of the video, and we all know what that means. It's time for Reptile Marketplace. I don't know if you know this, but some snakes are really expensive. Like, look at this one for $600. My goodness, for $600, I will catch you a snake. I mean, I'm sure it won't be that easy, but for $600... Now, if you thought that was expensive, take a look at this. For $1,000, a blue tree monitor. I guess it's so expensive because it's bred for its managerial skills. I'm assuming you can just, like, put it in charge of your whole garden or something. Those darn lizards are putting us apple farmers out of a job. Not only can you buy lizards who will run your orchards for you, you can also buy rodents who will feed your snakes for you. Look, we can shop for feeders. Oh, wait. Huh. Oh, that's sad. This has been Reptile Marketplace. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Just remember, and also,